Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Internet. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sunday and I'm being weird because I'm feeling weird. And I'm sitting in my car and my dog's here and I'm cleaning my car. Keeping it real. It's really interesting making videos and not editing them because I'm trying to not be an asshole and take up time of yours. That is precious, valuable time. Okay. I just had an epiphany about anxiety, specifically my own anxiety, because everybody's is a little bit different, because everybody is different, and everybody has different life situations happening at different times in their life and different stressful situations. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, like right down to the bottom of it, there's a lot of similarities. So anyway, I just had an epiphany about my own anxiety. It started with me realizing one of the big differences between panic attacks and anxiety attacks, because I have had 2 panic attacks in my whole life, and they're like the worst. It's not fun at all. Before I had a panic attack, I would often think, God, I don't know if I've ever had a panic attack before. I'm not sure. And I think it's one of these things that once you do experience it, you're like, oh yeah, that was a fucking panic attack. That fucking sucked. Like, holy shit. It's just, you don't feel okay. Nothing is okay. And you can't breathe. That's the worst part, is you are so constricted and stressed and everything is so tight that you often just collapse to the floor and start gasping for air, and it's really intense. And yeah, so I've had 2. And I've also had anxiety for a very long time. I had anxiety as a kid and I didn't understand it then at all. I just would have feelings that I couldn't describe, and as I got older, I learned eventually that was anxiety, or that's the label that matches what I'm going through or experiencing the best. Anyway, yeah, so my epiphany. I have some sort of anxiety disorder. I'm not really sure what specifically, but I have been, diagnosed, or, whatever, however you want to call it. And so for my own anxiety, I know that I have sorry. I'm trying to think exactly how I want to say this and word this, and then my mind just goes blank because I realize that I'm under pressure. I'm so sorry, and I'm so sorry I'm still filming videos on my iPhone and not editing them. I do not have a computer right now. I don't have a working computer right now, and I don't want to do nothing. And I'm having fun doing this, and if you really hate it or it bugs you and you don't like it, just don't watch it, and I promise I will get my shit figured out and I will have some better videos coming soon! Sorry, I got a little carried away. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna say what I want to say, and I'm sorry if it's not like, yeah. Anyway. So, anxiety. The best way that I can now as an adult explain my anxiety, and I think partly I just wanted to say this too because I feel like it's good to talk about stuff like this so it's not so taboo, and so that people can recognize what anxiety is in themselves and learn how to deal with it, because it's normal, and it doesn't have to be a big deal, but it does have to be treated. And by treated, I mean, and it can be different for everyone, but you have to learn how to live with it and not let it debilitate you. Okay, that made me remember what I was going to say. The difference between having an anxiety disorder or having a panic disorder is this. A panic attack is this all-consuming thing that happens to you, like I was explaining earlier. But anxiety it can last any length of time. Anxiety can be just a quick, I just feel anxious for like a second, and you just kind of feel sick to your stomach maybe, or everybody's different. Or anxiety can last all day. Anxiety can last all week. Anxiety can last all month. If anxiety, I don't know why I did quotes. Anyway, that was more like, I don't know what that was. Anyway, dinosaur. If anxiety starts lasting months, then it might be depression, But we're not talking about depression right now. We're talking about anxiety, normal everyday anxiety. But some people, like me, and maybe like you too, that have something like, GAD, generalized anxiety disorder. There's other ones too. I don't know all the terms. I'm not a profesh. It's just been an interest of mine for my whole entire life. And everything I know is just like self-study and whatever. I'm going off topic again. Topic. I'm sorry. I do that a lot. I try really hard not to. Okay. So anxiety can last all day. And to me, that's one of the biggest differences between anxiety and some kind of panic attack syndrome, whatever. And it kind of sucks because a panic attack is debilitating in the moment, but anxiety is debilitating by nature. And if you don't know what debilitating means, you should look it up. Oh my god, I just realized how rude and bitchy that sounded. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to be like, fucking look it up. If you don't know what it means, pause this, go now. I got carried away again. Anyway, debilitating just means like this all-consuming feeling of maybe feeling sick or just horrible, or feeling like something bad is happening or something is about to go terribly wrong, or just nothing is okay, everything's not okay, and you don't even know why, and there's probably not even a good reason. And that's kind of what anxiety is. So yeah, for me, a little bit about me. Sometimes I wake up anxious, and I just wake up basically feeling like I don't want to wake up. I'm just like, no, I don't want to do today. I don't. But then the other part of me, the intelligent, spiritual, aware part of me says, or wiser part of me, the, whatever, says, actually, no, days like this happen, and now there's things you need to do. You got to get out of bed, start with water. I'll drink a lot of water, and then I'll stretch. Even if I don't have a lot of time, I'll do, just a few yoga poses or something. If you're not feeling good, if you're having a particularly anxious day, you should really eat something super good for breakfast. In yoga, there's different types of food. Well, there's different types of energy, and those also relate to food. Without getting too into that, there is food that's light and fills you with good energy and good fuel, and that would be like fruit and Greek yogurt and stuff that kind of makes you feel light and good and energized. So that would be that type of energy. But then there's another kind that's more like earthy, solid, your potatoes, your grains, and that's kind of like a heavier, lazier energy. Like if you eat foods like that, you're going to feel heavier, you're going to feel lazier. And then there's foods that are fiery and spicy, and those will have that effect on you. So when you're having a particularly anxious day, you should have something really healthy, and eat whatever you need to eat. Everyone's diet you know, is different, but vegetables, fruits, you know, like a healthy smoothie, anything that's good, good and light and whatever. And yeah, I think I'm going off topic again. I was just talking about how sometimes I have days where I feel anxious all fucking day. And it's interesting, you know? It's like, it's this nagging little thing all day, and you still have to get through your day, but you also have to consider, you know, respect how you're feeling and respect the feeling and notice the feeling and not let it debilitate you and continue with your day anyway, like regardless, even though you really don't want to. And yeah, that's really hard, and a lot of people are dealing with that and going untreated. And so when I say untreated, that could just mean that they're not aware of it, or they're not accepting it, and therefore not dealing with it properly, or learning how, you know, to sort of incorporate anxiety into your life or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I think I've said everything I've wanted to say, probably not in the order that I wanted to say it. This is just a weird car rant, and it's about life and anxiety and stuff. So anyway, if you want to talk about any of this stuff, please feel free to leave comments below, and I will read them and we could talk about it. And I hope that in some way this serves you or helps you or lifts you up if you're feeling down. If it didn't, then I'm sorry. Well, this is awkward if you watched the whole video and it did nothing for you. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna clean my car. That's why I'm sitting in my car. I'm gonna clean it. Yeah! Alright. Okay. Bye! See Opie? Say bye, Opie. Say goodbye. Opie says bye.